In this video, we are going to learn about escape sequences. I have here a simple program that simply prints out a single string. This one string here. Let's run this program to see what it looks like. Here it comes. Hello, Kim. Welcome to my world. That's followed in a bunchy way by press any key to continue. Let's go ahead and put a carriage return in there to separate our output from the output of the IDE. Cout endl. All right, now when we run it, we'll see the line the program outputs, followed by this line that the editor outputs, or that the IDE automatically adds. All right, what we want to be able to do is do an escape sequence. And escape sequences are always a combination of two characters. And the first character is a backslash. The first escape sequence we want to learn about is the carriage return, and it is made up of a \n. Now, \n creates a carriage return, or an end line. Notice that we get a red squiggly line here. That means there's an error. And the reason why we're getting an error here is that escape sequences only work inside strings. All right, so out by itself, it's an error. But once I move this and put it inside a string, I'm going to put it right here in place of that space. I'm going to put a \n right there. Notice we no longer have a squiggly line under it, so the editor's not complaining about an error. Now if I run it, notice what I get. Hello, Kim. Carriage return, welcome to my world. This \n, this escape sequence made up of these two characters, produces a carriage return inside the string. We can put one at the end. And now we have, let's get all of it. Hello, Kim, carriage return, welcome to my world, carriage return, followed by this endl, which is another carriage return, and then press any key to continue. So there you see one escape sequence. Another escape sequence is a \t. Remember that it's always made up of two characters, and the first one is a backslash. A \t produces a tab. When we see this, we get hello, Kim, tab, welcome to my world, carriage return. Another escape sequence we can use is a \a. Okay, let's put it there and run. Now this one you have to listen for, so listen really carefully. Did you hear it? \a produces a beep, stands for an alert. So we got hello, Kim, beep, welcome to my world. Notice the beep doesn't take up any space in the string. So let's go ahead and see if we can add a space in there. So now we can do hello, Kim, beep, space, welcome to my world. The last one that I want to show you is a quote. So if I want to put a quote in this string, let's say that I want to surround the word my with quotes. Look what happens. What I get here is my editor changes colors. Remember that strings begin with a quote and end with a quote. So this string begins here and it goes until it gets to the next quote. So it says the string is really hello, Kim, beep, welcome to, and then this quote closes it and ends it. And then there's other stuff down here that we don't know what is. If we run this, what we're going to get is an error. There are build errors. Would you like to continue and run the last successful build? No, I want to figure out what's wrong with this build. So I'm going to say no here, and I'm going to go down and look and see what the problem is. If I go down here to my output box, I see that I have 3 errors. The way that I handle that is I go to the very top error and I double-click on it. If you double-click on an error, it takes your cursor and puts it up there by the line where it found the error. So this is the line where it found the error. Now I want to open that output window again so I can see what the error says. And what it says is syntax error, missing a semicolon before identifier my. So it thinks that this is an identifier, maybe a variable name, because it's outside of a quote. So it says we should end this line here. At the end of that string, you should end that line. So we see where that error is. So I'm going to take those quotes out and run it again, and I have fixed my error. But I haven't got my quotes around there. So I can't use a quote directly inside a string because it ends it. But I can use an escape sequence, and that is a backslash. This one that I want to use is the backslash double quote. And now, notice how I didn't leave my string. Because I used the escape sequence, what that says is put a double quote here. I want one before my, and I want one after. Now let's run it. Notice how my string still starts here and goes all the way to the end, because these are no longer quotes that will end the string. These are escape sequences, so they're known to just please enter a quote. So here we go. We run it, and we get, "Hello, Kim Beep. Welcome to my world." And now we have those quotes that are part of the string, and they will be displayed when the rest of the string is displayed. So the 4 escape sequences that we've talked about today: \n, that produces a carriage return; \t, that produces a tab; \a, where you get a beep; and \quote, where you can add a quote inside a string. Always remember, escape sequences begin with a backslash followed by a single character, and they must be inside double quotes or part of a string.